Can living alone and dealing with stress be the reason behind your hair loss? Especially when you're a travel enthusiast who loves exploring new places but holds back from capturing memories just because of your hair. That constant hesitation can impact not only your confidence but also become a major obstacle in your career growth. Just like the steep climb of a mountain, which many say is extremely challenging, something similar was happening with our patient who currently resides abroad. Managing stress without family support isn't easy. He is a passionate bodybuilder and traveler, and being a fitness freak, looking good mattered a lot to him. After facing baldness for a year, he began deep research, exploring transplant options in the US, Turkey, and finally India, his home country. One of his close friends had undergone a successful hair transplant at QHT Clinic in 2024 and strongly recommended it. While many think hair loss is just a minor issue, the emotional and psychological toll it takes can be far more serious. Today, we bring you his inspiring journey, from struggling with hair loss to undergoing a life-changing hair transplant. We'll not only show his condition before surgery, but also reveal his day 1 to day 7 post-transplant pictures. Most importantly, you'll hear directly from him about his experience before and after the surgery. This video will answer many of your doubts, so stay with us till the end, because this story might just change your perspective on hair loss and its solutions, and also give you the confidence to make the right decision for yourself. Now let's take a close look and analyze the patient's scalp. Meet our patient with Mr. Akshit Gulati, who was facing the challenges of diffuse grade 2A baldness. His hairline completely receded and changed into an M shape, which affected his frontal area. Also, thinning started in his mid-scalp areas. Although the rest of his scalp was filled with lush hair, thankfully, he had a strong donor area, which played here a crucial role in his hair transplant journey. Before we move ahead, if you have any questions or concerns, feel free to share them in the comments section. Our experts are here to personally address your queries and guide you throughout your journey.
Hi, my name is Akshit and I'm 29 years old, and today I'm here for my hair transplant appointment at QHT Clinic. I've been facing this issue for the past 2 to 3 years where my hairline has been receding for quite a while. I started noticing this pattern while I was attending my brother's and friend's wedding, where when I look back at the pictures, it hit me that my hairline has receded quite a while. And the reason of my hairline receding, I would say, has been due to family genetics. It's a genetic problem. And then also, of course, I feel like that also contributes to the stress also contributes to the hair disappearance eventually. In these past 2 years, when I saw this baldness or the hairline receding pattern, I decided to do something about it. And I started doing my research on different clinics in the US, in India, even in Turkey, what would be the best option to go to. And since I grew up in India, I have a lot of friends here who've been going through the same issues. And when I was visiting my parents, I came across my friends who have got their hair transplant done in the past year in 2024 from QHT Clinic. And when I saw the results, I was quite impressed. So I started reaching out to them to see if they would recommend me going to the QHT Clinic. And right now I'm here in India for vacation for like a couple months. So I decided to visit their clinic, and I decided to give it a shot. And from the looks of it, from the results of my friends, I would say I would highly recommend it. I cannot say that for myself as of now, since I still have to go through my procedure, but as of now, it's looking good and I would quite recommend it. Of course, subconsciously, it's always going to happen when you have a receding hairline, the confidence issues comes up. But I've always been a pretty confident person. But when looking back at the pictures, when you compare yourself from like 4 or 5 years ago, when you have a head full of hair, and to now, it always goes into the back of your mind what could have been. So I would say it hasn't affected my personal or professional life in a big degree, but at the same time, in the back of my mind, it always bothered me a bit. So I've always wanted to get this over with, get the hair transplant done, so that I can get that 10% confidence that I lost back, to be honest. So yeah, just to kind of like overcome this issue, in the past or currently, I've been wearing a lot of hats to, let's say, to the gym, or when I go out for dinner with my friends, or just grow out my hair like longer so that I can just push my hair a little forward so that I can hide these bald spots a bit. But I'm glad finally, after getting this hair transplant, I won't be able to. I won't need that anymore. So yeah, I'm happy. And for me to go for the hair transplant, the number one reason being I've seen my friends do it, and they have huge, not like me, I still have hair, they have a lot of baldness. And when I saw them doing it and I saw the results, it just pushed me to get my hair transplant done as well. I don't have I don't have a lot of like hair loss, but at the same time, just to get that hair back of what I looked like 3-4 years ago with full hairline, that excited me. So, and just to look good, get that confidence back, I decided to go for the hair transplant. I'm like I'm the eldest son, so no one like I've lived alone all my life, so no one ever tells me what to do. To be honest, so no, I've not faced that ever. And the reason I decided to get the hair transplant done right now, when I'm 29, is because I'm not getting any younger. And the other thing is, in the near future, since I'm a bodybuilder, I'm going to step on stage, and I'm going to be traveling a lot soon. So I thought, just get it over with, because who doesn't want to look good in their pictures, and especially on stage since I'm a bodybuilder. So I just wanted to get this hair transplant done so that I can step on stage finally in the next year or so. Also, I would say the other reason to get the hair transplant done right now before stepping on stage or just going out on vacation would be just to look presentable, because since you are going to step on stage, they don't judge your physique, they just judge you as a whole. And if looking at myself, you have to be confident on stage. And since I would have a head full of hair, it is just going to boost my confidence and my morale just to pose better, just to look better at stage. And it's just going to help me be more confident there in the moment and just help me maybe win in the future. So I would say getting this hair transplant done would be another big step in the right direction for my career as well. I would say there are quite a number of factors that would affect like the hair loss or the receding hairline, whatever you want to call it. But I would say living alone, away from family and friends, and with the high stressful environment where you have to do all the work on your own, may it be laundry, grocery, cooking, going to work, long stressful hours. I would say they all contributed to, in one way or another, or in some way, like in any way, shape or form, to the to stress, and that stress led to, I would say, the hair loss or receding hairline. That was not the only reason, but I would say it was one of the major factors to the receding hairline, along with the genetics that runs in my family. For the past, I would say 2-3 months, I've been having consultation, and I've been looking at different clinics all over India, mostly in Delhi, I would say, for hair transplant. And since I live in Jalandhar, I have a lot of friends who have already got their hair transplant done. I had a couple of friends who recommended me QHT, specifically the Haridwar clinic, because they have had their hair transplant done here. And when I saw the results, they got their hair transplant done in 2024. They were really, really, really good, I would say. So that pushed me towards choosing QHT as well. And the other thing I would say is, when I had my, I would say, hair transplant consultation done online through one of the doctors up here, they were very considerate of each and every questions of mine. I basically talked to them for a good 1 hour, and they were very accommodating. They answered each and every one of my questions, made that be dumb or stupid, they still answered me. So I would say the recommendation of my friend, and then the consultation with the doctor pushed me towards choosing the QHT hair transplant clinic. And I would say during the consultation was the main part of pushing and choosing me towards QHT hair transplant clinic, along with my friend's suggestion. During the consultation, the consultant answered basically each and every one of my questions relating to my lifestyle, what can be expected. I asked some questions about what does the hair transplant look like, what do they generally do, are the doctors going to be involved, how qualified are they. He was also willing me to show me their degrees. He also said how many people were going to be there, the anesthesia procedure, how does that look like. He basically gave me a breakdown of what the procedure looked like from a day to day on an hourly to hourly basis. He also showed me the technique they would use. He also showed me the results. He also showed me how they would recommend consult through various different WhatsApp group on how the procedure is monitored through through each and every step. So I would say the art of listening from that consultant was very good, because he basically answered each and every one of my questions, also related to my medical history, my lifestyle, and I would say that was one of the main reasons of me choosing the QHT hair transplant. Okay, so before going into the surgery, the only thing I would say to my old self would be confident. It's gonna be okay. I've had quite a lot of surgeries, and I'm not scared of needles. But again, any surgery where you get a little nervous. So yes, I'm a little nervous, but at the same time, I cannot wait for the results. What are they gonna look like in a year from now? And I'm excited to get my surgery done. I've talked to my parents and my friends and my family about the surgery. All of them were very supportive, I would say, and I also have my brother traveling with me today to Haridwar, since I'm from. So my family has been really supportive, and they need constant updates from me. So, and they're just with me. They're also looking forward to the surgery as well. Hi, so this is day one at the QHT Hair Transplant Clinic. Today was basically just file making, I would say. The blood checkups, blood pressure checkups, your heartbeat. They just want to make sure you're okay before going into surgery. Next process is basically hairline designing and consultation with the doctor on what I can expect after the surgery, and then basically slit making, and then comes basically the surgery, and that is going to be on day 2, which is tomorrow, which is extraction and implantation. I'm looking forward to the surgery, and then I would see you very soon, and I would love to share my experience with you all once I'm done with the surgery. So see you guys very soon. Thank you.
As soon as our experts re-examined the patient's condition in detail, they began the first and most crucial step of the hair transplant journey. Do you know which step of a hair transplant procedure is considered the most critical and challenging? The answer is hairline designing. This step defines the patient's final look, and it determines whether the result will appear natural or artificial. When hairline designing is performed by experienced and skilled doctors, the outcome is aesthetically flawless and blends naturally with the existing hair. That is why, before undergoing a hair transplant, it is essential to choose doctors who are consistent in this process and have hands-on experience with designing hairlines every single day. And our QHT clinic is known for this consistency and perfection. They have crafted customized hairlines by deeply understanding the facial features of patients across every grade of baldness and have successfully performed over 10,000 hairline transformations. Because of these precisely designed hairlines, our patients achieve results that blend naturally without any artificial appearance. Now, speaking specifically about this patient's hairline design, our experts deliberately again first conducted a detailed examination of his scalp using trichoscopy. After that, the hair was trimmed and a head wash was done. Then, based on the patient's facial proportions, age, frame, and features, a custom-shaped hairline was designed and accurately marked on the upper part of the forehead. the hairline was crafted at a precise distance from the glabella point, which is the center between both eyebrows, to ensure a perfectly balanced and natural appearance. Such intricate detailing is only possible with artistic and well-trained hands. Additionally, they also marked all the affected areas for coverage and marked the donor area for follicle extraction. While designing, our team considers key factors like the patient's age, face shape, hair direction, and growth angle to create a result that not only looks natural, but also complements the patient's personality and long-term expectations. This helped carry out the entire process with maximum precision, ultimately resulting in a highly natural and seamless outcome. This complete art and science combination provides natural and long-lasting results that are the USP of QHT Clinic, something we proudly offer to each and every grade of patient, whether they have a special case of baldness or any other case. To ensure the hair grows in the correct and natural direction, precise slits were created within this marked zone. These slits play a crucial role in guiding our experts to implant the hair follicles at the right angle, direction, and depth. The first and primary goal of this step is to achieve a natural-looking hair pattern without any artificial or patchy appearance. Our team used a zigzag slit technique in the hairline zone, which is essential for creating a soft, feathered, and undetectable transition. The direction of each slit was designed by considering the patient's facial angles and the natural contour of the scalp. This ensures that the final result is not just dense, but also aesthetically pleasing and well balanced with the overall facial structure. This step combines both surgical precision and artistic vision. During the procedure, our experts meticulously followed the pre-marked zones and precise slit directions. Single and thin hair follicles were carefully implanted in the hairline zone using a zigzag pattern to ensure a natural and soft appearance. In the frontal and mid-scalp regions, double and triple hair follicles were strategically placed to provide enhanced density and overall fullness. A total of 2,700 grafts were implanted, all extracted from the patient's safe donor zone, ensuring results that are not only long-lasting but also natural-looking. After the transplant, our medical team provided the patient with a comprehensive care plan, which is absolutely essential for proper healing and long-term graft survival. During the first 5 to 8 days post-surgery, extra care is crucial for protecting the grafts. It is important to shield your scalp from dust, pollution, and direct sunlight. Always wear a loose-fitting surgical cap to prevent friction or pressure on the grafts. Strictly following your doctor's post-care instructions is not just advice. It is the difference between average and excellent results. Drop hair transplant in the comments below, and our team will personally connect with you to guide you through every step of the journey.
Hi, my name is Akshit, and as you can see, my surgery's been done. Today was my surgery day, which included basically extraction and implantation. I arrived at the clinic early in the morning since it was going to be a long process. I went straight into the OT. The doctors and the technicians were very helpful. It started with basically with numbing, giving me anesthesia and some medications. The anesthesia and the medication helps calming you down, and the anesthesia also like makes sure you don't get any pain during the process. All the process, it took me around like 6 to 7 hours. It was seamless, from getting the meals on time, getting help from the technicians or the doctors. If I wanted to go out for a bathroom break or needed water, they were very accommodating. The experience in itself, like I said, was very seamless. I didn't have any pain besides when they were administering the anesthesia itself. But besides that, it never really felt like I was going through a procedure. The procedure lasted about 6 to 7 hours, which included some breaks as well. And afterwards, Dr. explained me what I can expect. As you can see, they extracted about 2,700 grafts from my donor area and then planted up in my front area. And after the procedure was done, I again got to consult Dr. regarding what I can expect, what the medications would look like going forward, and what the result would look like going forward. She was very helpful. She explained me each and everything. Since I'm going to be traveling tomorrow very soon, they were also accommodating in telling me how to get the band-aid done for the donor area. They also gave me a sheet and medications for the next few days, which includes information regarding what I can expect, what to do. So all in all, I would say the experience in itself at the QHT clinic was very seamless. I'm just excited to see how the results would look like. And if you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you. I would say some of the myths that I've heard from some of my friends who've got the hair transplant done were the procedure in itself is painful, especially the night after the set. As of until now, I would say that's not really the case at this clinic. They have their own proper team of anesthesia doctors. They first check you if you're allergic to anesthesia or not. If you're not, then they go ahead and move forward with the process. And since I was not, I didn't experience any pain at all. Yes, of course, the healing of the donor area, since where they extract the hair from, is going to be a little. I would say you'll have a little bit of burning sensation, but it's something that you can adhere. It's not that bad. And if I were to scale the pain out of 10, I would say maybe 2, not even 2 sometimes. I never really felt the process. It was an 8-hour process today. And I would say out of those 8 hours, I only felt pain for like maybe 5 minutes. And even if you felt pain, you could just tell the doctor or the technician that you're feeling the pain, and they would administer the anesthesia again, and then it would go away again pretty quickly. So I would say the big mythbuster was the pain in itself. It's not that painful at all. Okay, so the technique that I used at the QHT clinic was QHT. Basically, it's a 2-day process where first they make your file, check your blood levels, check your blood basically to make sure you're okay and ready to go through the process. And then that day also includes your hairline designing, which is a long process again, along with the consultation with the doctor. And then once you're finally happy with your hairline, and you like what you see, you go through the procedure of slit making on day 1, which involves making slits in your implanted area where you want to get your hair transplant done by the technicians. And it also involves the the process of giving you the anesthesia so you don't experience any pain. I would say this process of dividing this whole procedure, hair transplant procedure, into 2 days was the best case scenario. That's what QHT does. That gives you the time to rest and recover. And then the next day, which is today for me, I came in for my final hair transplant, which was extraction and implantation, and which is a long process in itself. In this procedure, they basically just simultaneously extract your grafts from your donor area and simultaneously plant the grafts in your implanted area, which basically gives less of a chance of the grafts to basically go bad or die over. So I would say this process of QHT, of dividing this whole procedure into 2 days and simultaneously doing the extraction and implantation, is a really good process. It gives time to the patient to recover as well. And since it's a long procedure, it gives the time to the patient to kind of like mentally recover as well from the procedure. By currently looking at my hairline and the transplanted grafts, I can see I'm very hopeful of the result that I'm looking at. Again, we'll see how it looks like in a year from now. That's when you fully recover from the hair transplant. But from the looks of it, the hairlines looks good. The way it was designed, it looks perfect, and I'm just excited to see the result. And I think from the looks of it, I'll have a pretty good hairline with the good density of hair as well, as you can see. So I'm just excited and looking forward to the results. Okay, so now that's it from my side. I'm gonna go get my dressing done. And I'm just looking forward to the results. Since it's a time-taking process, I'm just looking forward to see what it looks like in 6 months from now, maybe 3 months from now, and I'll keep you guys posted. So if you want to tag along the journey, keep posted. I'll share the results with you pretty soon. Thank you.
Drop hair transplant in the comments below, and our team will personally connect with you to guide you through every step of the journey. Now it's time to show you our patients post-surgery to day 7 after surgery, picture day before surgery, day after surgery day, 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, 4 day, 5 day, 6 day, 7. The difference you can clearly see in his pictures. If you have any questions about hair transplants or hair loss, feel free to drop them in the comments. We'll answer them in our next video.
हेलो फ्रेंड्स, अगर आपने अभी तक हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है तो प्लीज इस वीडियो को लाइक कीजिए, शेयर कीजिए और हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कीजिए और ध्यान रहे बेल आइकन दबाना ना भूलें, जिससे हमारे हर वीडियो का अपडेट आपको समय समय पर मिलता रहेगा।